written to the Minister for Environment to see what approaches are available to us to help in this situation. Because I am obviously wanting to see a solution like everyone else locally. On behalf of the government, I do want to thank the Rainforest Rescue for the work that it's done managing the Garners Beach Cassowary rehab south of Innisfail. But I guess the facility, which started out as a temporary post-disaster relief arrangement following Cyclone Larry, remained open due to a really strong community response and the invaluable contributions being made. But what we've seen since that time is a suggestion that there's somehow been government funding that's been withdrawn. What happened was the Environment and Heritage Protection provided no funding to Rainforest Rescue for the management of the centre, and it hasn't withdrawn any funding from the arrangement. The agreement, which was actually negotiated, was a partnership where the Rainforest Rescue was to meet the full cost of the contribution from fundraising, and of course the department, for its part, was helping meet fixed costs in terms of maintenance of the facility and ensuring that it remained in a condition to support the recovery of cassowaries following natural disasters or other impacts. So what we've got to do right now, we've had the very clear message that Rainforest Rescue are unable to continue the way things have been going. Our response is now to have a look at what our options are. Very clearly, I'm always been a very big supporter of ensuring we have cassowary protection in place, and I'm certainly been involved in World Cassowary Day and being an ambassador for that. So I'm going to be the first person to be putting my hand up to help support this sort of service to continue. What we've done is the Environment and Heritage Protection has contracted a local vet to continue to support the first response treatment to sick and injured and orphaned cassowaries in the area. But in terms of the future of the sort of service we saw from Rainforest Rescue, I'm very keen to see how I can work with the Minister for Environment, Stephen Miles, in delivering an outcome.
Well, dare I be so bold to suggest you've written to him? He's probably going to write back and say, yep, I appreciate some help. Can I have some money?
Well, the way it works is that, look, as a treasurer, annually I've got a budget of around $50 billion. We allocate that to the various portfolio ministers. And of course, they need to spend that money and allocate that money within their portfolios the way they deem fit, because that's their role. I certainly in turn need to ask, particularly as a local member, for them to give consideration to how they spend that money. My role as treasurer is directing and the budget and money right up front. I've still got to make sure I put a good case forward as to why they need to spend that money. But I think in this case, you'll most certainly see that the great work that Rainforest Rescue has been doing and how well that has been received by the community is a very important service, and I think that's a very strong case.
Surely just $44,000 a year is worth paying to avoid a Tasmanian tiger situation, though.
Well, look, as I said, Phil, I've written to the Minister to let him know why this is important and why we think it would be a good use of taxpayers' dollars. The decision will need to come from the Minister, but I know that he's particularly keen to see the cassowary numbers not just maintained, but obviously improve if we can. It's a very, very unique bird in this part of the world, and it's something that we've got to ensure that we put as much effort into as we can, and that includes finding the appropriate funding.
Okay, Curtis Pitt, thanks for your time this morning. That's the Treasurer, Curtis Pitt.